there's no pickleball.
Calling to order the Municipality of Monroeville's regular council meeting for October 10th, 2023. It is approximately 7 p.m. If you'd all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Can I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Griesbach,
Here.
Mr. Hizzy.
Here.
Mr. Poach.
Here.
Mr. Stevenson,
Here.
Mr. Wolfram.
Here.
Mr. Adams.
Here.
Mr. Williams.
Here.
Mr. Biondo.
Here.
Mr. Sedlak.
Here.
Mr. Ratcher.
Here.
Ms. Rock.
Here.
Mr. Hugus.
Here.
Mr. Weldon.
Here. Welcome. Before we get started with our public comment period on agenda items only, we have a last-minute special guest here from the representative from the office of our United States Congresswoman Summer Lee, Casey McGill. I'd just like to introduce her real quick. So Casey, come on up.
Hi, is this?
That's where you go to. Why don't you go to that one?
Okay,
And that's perfectly fine.
Hi, folks. My name's Casey McGill. I am a field representative with the office of Congresswoman Summer Lee. Just wanted to make sure folks know about our services that we offer. We work, just today I was working on a lot of passport renewal applications, but we also help constituents with Veteran Affairs, Social Security, Medicare. We're actually trying to get more involved in all the wonderful municipalities that are in the 12th district, and hopefully eventually we'll have a mobile office of sorts in Monroeville or nearby, so you can actually come and see the representative and get any resources that you may need. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Currently, our office is in East Liberty at 211 North Whitfield Street. And then you can, if you have any questions or any constituent concerns, you can reach us at 412-214-5000. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions here presently, I'll be here until the end of the meeting.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Casey. All right, we're going to open the floor for public comment on proposed agenda items only. We will also have another comment period at the end of the meeting for any municipal item. Is there anyone who'd like to address council on the agenda items? Floor is yours. And we always kindly ask that you keep your comments to a 5-minute time limit to keep the meeting moving smoothly.
Does this look like 5 minutes?
Everyone else is going to go for 5 minutes, so
Okay, well, can I go last? Is there anybody that wants to go first?
5 minutes is 5 minutes. Clock's ticking
Okay,
now.
All right. Did you start the clock already?
2 minutes ago.
Okay. Okay, I left here really confused the other day at the meeting because I didn't realize that the hearing was on the rezoning of the split zoning, the zoning map. And I had asked the location of what was in the legal notice Thursday, September 14th of 2023, because there was a properly listed here at 642 and 398 1000 Wilmerding Trafford Road, Norfolk Southern Corporation. And I wanted to clarify that that property that is listed as Wilmerding Trafford Road is not the Spagnol property and Delmar Leasing across from Speedway, and that it is not the property at McDane's, where McDane's is located.
We don't think so, Georgiana. We just looked it up, so we can double check and have Mr. Weldon look it back up and he can confirm.
You're correct, it's neither one of those properties.
There you go, he
Okay,
knows.
so are you going to, the Delmar Leasing property, 7 acres of that 33.004 acres there is zoned commercial, where this lumber company was. And the
Okay.
remainder of that property is industrial. So will that remain as it is?
Yeah, I don't believe that one's changing at all.
Okay, I don't believe, and I mean, I would hope that it wouldn't. And also the McDane property, I wanted to submit this to council because in 1988, and I want to make sure that that remains the same as well, the zoning hearing board, and let me give you copies of this, it might be easier just to do that.
Sure. Is there one for me?
Always first. You get one first.
I'll just quickly read it. I know I'm on 4 minutes already. May 23rd, 1988, to whom it may concern, please be advised that the Monroeville Zoning Hearing Board will be holding a public hearing Wednesday, June 1st, 1988, beginning at about 7:30 in council chambers of the Municipal Building, 2700 Monroeville Boulevard, to consider the following requests. Charles Schnur, MD, applicant, is requesting a use variance for the permission to construct 6,800 square foot commercial facility in a 17-2 zoning district. The proposed facility is located on parcels 2 and 3 in the Mosside Boulevard Industrial Park. Please attend the meeting if you wish to voice your opinion. It's signed by Walt Forrest. I attended that meeting. That is still zoned, that small portion, commercial. And I wanted to also clarify that that property will remain as it is, as it stands right now.
Do you have the parcel number for the
Well, can
property?
we,
I
can we
have-
do, let's do one thing. This is a comment period, so go with your comment, and then, because you're getting parcel numbers.
Okay, well, I have all the deeds for every property down there.
Right, but I mean,
and I
this
could
is a-
give him.
Sure, yeah, but
Okay,
this is a
well, what would
comment-
you like me to do, Nick? Because I'll do whatever I need to do.
I think you should go on with your comment period, and you have 2 minutes. And,
Okay.
and then, but afterwards, either after the meeting or maybe during regular business hours, you could contact Mr. Wheel. And that way he can get the exact numbers and we can get
Okay,
your
because I
exact
was up
answers.
here already to get some information about the billboards, the application for the billboards, and that's my next thing, but I guess I need to sit back down, come back up for 5 more minutes, or what? Let me just say this, the solicitor summary proposed in the municipal, it says in this legal ad, the municipality has completed a review of the zoning map and has assembled comments and input from consultants and the public, and as a result has proposed rezoning of a number of properties. All proposed rezoning has been done in accordance with the municipality's comprehensive plan and the municipality's planning code, and is consistent with the neighborhood and surrounding zoning districts. The purpose of the rezoning is to eliminate existing split zoning on numerous parcels. One thing I want to just say, this is page 52 out of the Monroeville 2005 Comprehensive Plan. And it's corridors, and in the Broadway Boulevard area, our corridor. It is to create an edge area with the borough of Pitcairn, ensure that development near Pitcairn Borough is sensitive to the quaint character of the borough, and provides a continuation of the small town look. Promote the development of an industrial park near the intersections of Mosside Boulevard and Broadway Boulevard. So I'd just like to submit this, because
Sure.
that doesn't sound consistent to me.
And you're 5 minutes now, if you want to wrap up what your
Well,
point
what I
you
want
wanted
to
to make.
do is, I need to comment on the bulletin board, but I can let that go.
Well, that's going to be tabled.
Yeah, it is going to be tabled. I would just ask you, I had information here that I want to submit, because, as I said, this is the same old, same old. I know that in 2015, I asked at a meeting, I was on the planning commission, and when it came before us, and I had asked our chair, Mr. Williams, how does this differ from, how does this applicant differ from the billboards in 204, 205, 206, and 207? And this was in 2015. And he felt that that it was out of order for me to ask that question. But I'm going to continue to ask, because it is the same old thing, different day, different date. And if you open the door, this is a door that you will never close. This is permanent. You will not control the content on these billboards, and I'll just leave it at that. But I can tell you that people are interested, because they had no idea what was going on with these billboards. I can submit an article to you if you'd like. I'll go back and hunt it through there. I know my time's up.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll leave the floor open for anyone who'd like to address council on agenda items only. Seeing none, we're going to close the
Wait a minute, no.
buzzer beater.
Yes, I am. My name is Robert Serafini. I'm a Monroeville resident. I want to just hit upon the billboards that we're talking about in this 23-5-C. I think it's a stinky idea, and the planning commission has requested denial. They want to have it again. This is about the second or third time it's been brought up. I think we ought to just drop the whole damn thing because it's no good. That's my comment. That's it.
Thank you.
Damn good.
That's right.
I got it, Bob.
And is there anyone else like to address council on agenda items only? Seeing none, we're going to close that comment period. And I have an executive session announcement. The council conducted an executive session on Wednesday, September 20th, 2023, and Wednesday, September 27th, 2023, from 6:30 PM to 8:30 PM, and before Citizens Night on Tuesday, October 3rd, 2023, from 6:15 to 7 PM, for personnel and litigation reasons. Council legislative action, if any, shall be taken at tonight's Tuesday, October 10th, council meeting. Council, moving over to our minutes. To consider are the Citizens Night meeting minutes of September 5th, 23, the council agenda-setting meeting of September 5th, 23, and the regular council meeting of September 12th, 2023.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have motions and seconds to approve. Any questions or comments, council? We have motion and second to approve. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
Mr. Post.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Reports of the tax collections. Council, is there a motion?
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion and second to approve. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
The ayes have
We're
it.
doing pretty good.
List of bills and budget transfers.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Motion and second to approve. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
The ayes have it. And the payroll report.
Motion to approve? Second?
Motion and second to approve. Questions or comments, council? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
The ayes have it. And all those items were reviewed at last week's October 3rd agenda-setting meeting. Council, moving through the agenda, we have vacancies on boards, commissions, and authorities. Mr. Hizzy.
I have none.
Thank you. Mr. Poach?
I have none.
Mr. Stevenson?
Also none.
Mr. Wolfram?
Have none, sir.
Mr. Adams?
Nothing, Mayor.
Mr. Williams?
Have none.
Mr. Biondo?
Nothing.
All right, cruising along. And there are some vacancies, so check the municipal website, see if there's anything that, any interested boards or committees to get on. Moving through our agenda, we have our consent agenda of old business 23-5-C, RT22, MTWP LLC. Mr. Sedlak, please.
Yeah, the applicant is requesting conditional use approval to install a billboard pursuant to the Monroeville zoning ordinance number 1443 as amended, section 307.14 billboards. The property is located along William Penn Highway, tax parcel 743J297 in the C2 Business Commercial Zoning District. This is a public hearing item. The Planning Commission recommends denial of this application, and the applicant has requested tabling of this application until the Thursday, November 9th, 2023, council agenda setting meeting, and waives all time limits.
Council, this item has already been tabled, and if we want to leave it that way, we do not have to take any action. However, if anyone wants to take action on this item, now would be your time to do it. Hearing none, we're going to leave that on the table for next month's meeting.
Again.
It is tabled.
It already has been.
And we're moving over to our new business. 23-5-ST, that is CBRE Incorporated Bank of America. Mr. Sedlak.
Applicant is requesting site plan approval to construct a bank and associated site amenities. The property is located at 4032 William Penn Highway, tax parcel ID 743M275 in the C2 Business Commercial Zoning District. The Planning Commission recommends approval of this application.
And this item, this is, well, first off, is there a motion on this item?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion second to approve, and this is this is going where the former Taco Bell was in the
Yeah,
Miracle
in the
Mile.
Miracle Mile.
In the Miracle Mile.
Yep.
And we had a presentation last Tuesday. Looks like it'll be a good addition to the Miracle Mile and a good replacement of that building. So there is a motion second to approve. Any other questions or comments, council?
Mr. Mayor, were they going to alter that entrance there as discussed last week? Remember they mentioned it was really hard to get any emergency equipment in there, and I know for a fact that it's hard to even get a car in there sometimes.
They, I think,
Is that part of the plan, I believe?
I don't think-
it was reviewed, I asked the question too, Steve, and the fire marshal went through it and reviewed it and
They're
accepted
gonna
it.
do something with that?
Well, he accepted it as is.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, they accepted it.
Yeah, they weren't going to make a change, but what they had was
Adequate, yeah, they.
Was adequate.
Yeah,
Okay.
they checked it. I asked that question too, so
Okay.
it's good to go.
very good. Any other questions or comments, council? Hearing none, there is a motion and a second to approve this item. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye. More
The ayes have
banks
it.
in Monroeville. I know, it's like we're turning into Geneva, for heaven's sakes. We have a lot of banks.
Council, moving over to our motions, we have two this evening. Mr. Sedlak.
Yes, first is a motion authorized to advertise an ordinance of the Municipality of Monroeville, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, adopting a new comprehensive zoning ordinance and zoning map changes and repealing ordinance number 1443 as amended and all prior zoning maps.
Council, is there a motion?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Motion second to approve. Mr. Ratcher, if you would give them a
Yeah,
backstory.
so I think in the haste to get to comply with the dictates of the municipality's planning code, which was undertaken, one of the other things we have to comply with is the home rule charter. And so to pass a final ordinance, we have to advertise it ahead of time per the home rule charter. So this motion will put an advertisement in, and council can act on approving the ordinance finally next month.
Any other questions or comments, council? It's good. Yeah, we've been working on this for a long, long time, so what's another month? We want to make sure everything's done right. So this will be in front of us, so this is just for the ordinance for next month, but then the ordinance itself will be on the agenda for next month, and like Mr. Ratcher said, hopefully we can get it
Yeah.
voted on next month. So this is this is for the motion to authorize to advertise. There is a motion and a second to approve. Roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Next motion, Mr. Sedlak.
A motion to approve the property disposition for the Tricog Land Bank for the property located at 104 Elmwood Street, lot and block number 639R116. It's a vacant lot, and we have to do this so that the COG can sell the property.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Any other questions or comments?
I was going to do his.
Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Moving over to our resolutions, we have one resolution. Mr. Sedlak, please.
Yeah, resolution authorizing the distribution of the 2023 General Municipal Pension System Aid pursuant to the Municipal Pension Plan Act 205 of 1984. It's a housekeeping item that we have to do every year concerning the pension plan.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. Questions or comments, council? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Moving over to our reports of municipal staff. Mr. Ratcher, anything this evening?
Nothing, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Sedlak?
Yeah, I get the luck of presenting the budget for 2024.
The meeting was going fast.
Yeah, I'll be brief. I'll be brief.
5 minutes.
Yeah, hit the timer.
Yeah.
No, it's an important document, and we want to do it right. So, Mr. Sedlak?
Yeah, I'm just going to point out some highlights. In accordance with the Home Rule Charter, the proposed budget for 2024 is hereby presented for review by council and mayor. The two budget public hearings this year will be held on Thursday, October 26, 2023 at 6:30 p.m., and Thursday, November 2nd, 2023, also at 6:30 p.m. The 2024 general budget is estimated at $37,410,389, which represents a 2.24% increase over the 2023 budget. Some of the reasons for the increase are inflation, fuel prices, utility prices, and the healthcare premium increase. Even though the budget has increased, there is no proposed tax increase for 2024. On page 3, it talks about tax revenue. The tax revenue has continued to be collected above the conservative figures we enter into the budget each year. This year, we estimate to collect $25.6 million in real estate, earned income, and business taxes. That's a $500,000 increase from 2023. On page 2, it talks about the capital improvement program for 2024. We plan on purchasing 6 new police vehicles for $300,000, and we have put $2 million into the road paving program. A 5-year capital improvement budget still needs to be finalized, as you all are aware. Also on page 3, in the discussion analysis section, the inflation is briefly discussed. As we all know, inflation has affected all of us in every part of our lives. The cost of everything has increased significantly in some cases. This has affected the municipality as well, and we will have to address the inflation issues in 2024. On page 8, we talk about healthcare premiums, which increased only 4% for current employees in 2024. However, retirees' healthcare premiums have increased 23.7% in 2024.
What pages are off? Yeah.
8.
7 maybe.
Those who have retired in recent years and those who will retire in 2023 still receive the same healthcare benefits as employees until they are 65 years old. Currently, we have 149 active employees, 53 retirees, and 13 retirees who opt out of the healthcare benefit. The total increase for 2024 is approximately $432,000. Page 9, it talks about the emergency medical service expense of $185,000. This capital expense was introduced in the 2020 budget. It is to be used by the EMS service for medical expenditures such as replacing medical equipment, et cetera. The capital expense is to be evaluated on an annual basis, and I just want to make you aware of that as well. The general fund balance shows that it's still healthy, even after incorporating the proposed use of a fund balance of $2,696,416 into the 2024 budget. So even though we're going to put 2.6 in to balance the budget, it's still healthy at this point. Lastly, I would like to thank Josie Rock, Kate Curris, Tina Mueller, Dara Brown, and all the department heads. With Tim being off, everybody really stepped up to get the budget done on time again, and really came in with some decent numbers as well, so it's only a 2.24% increase. I think everybody did a good job. And that's it.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Sedlak. And then do you have some other items you want to?
Yeah, 3 more items, not as exciting as the budget. But the Household Hazardous Waste and Electronic Collection event is October 14th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Public Works. Register at nobleenviro.com. The Great Pumpkin 5K Race is Sunday, October 22nd at 8 a.m. at the Monroeville Community Park West. Register through the Monroeville Foundation. The November Citizens Night and council agenda setting meeting date has been changed to Thursday, November 9th, 2023, at 7 p.m. due to Election Day. And finally, I'd like to say, get well soon to Paul Estock, who had some surgery, and Paul works in our Parks Department, and we're all wishing him well. That's it.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Sedlak. Mr. Hugus.
No, sir.
Ms. Rock.
Nothing.
Very good. Now I'm open the floor for public comment on any municipal item.
Lois Drumhiller in Monroeville. Mr. Sedlak, you actually hit the subject that I was going to ask about. I don't know if I caught this, but all those things that you had gone over, the preliminary and the page numbers, how soon will that be available for, would that be on the website, the municipal website? And if so, how soon? And would there be details on how such things that you were expecting on the revenue side, example, the MS4 fees, taxes now, would that be included in that?
Yeah, we'll get the budget on tomorrow. On the
Oh, okay.
website.
All right.
And at the library, there'll be one there as well, and in the municipal manager's office as well, as it is every year.
Okay,
So we'll have that tomorrow.
great. Thank you very much.
I'll leave the floor open. Come on up.
Think I can read this in 5 minutes?
Tell me.
try.
Let's find
I'm
out.
going to try.
You're a
Okay.
fast reader.
Billboards are everybody's business, everybody's business. You don't have to think billboards are an assault on the landscape and psychic to know that what's going on in Monroeville is an assault on the democratic process. If the cynical backroom dealers win their siege, the outcome will likely be even more assault in the courts and on the Pennsylvania Turnpike Interstate 376 corridor. I want to stop for a minute. This was Monday, June 11th, 2007, in the Post-Gazette. Tomorrow was supposed to be the day when Monroeville council members finally vote or decide whether to throw out their own zoning ordinance in favor of those written by a politically connected New Jersey billboard company specifically for its own benefit. But at a work session Thursday night, council decided to table the issue again. I asked why, said Councilman Dave Cooper, who was steadfastly voted against the outsourced billboard laws. They said they needed more time to prepare. It was in December 2004 that Interstate Outdoor Advertising first sought approval for billboard structures that are 4 times as big as and much closer to each other and to the highway than Monroeville ordinance now allowed. Those billboards litter on a stick to us fans, would decorate the pristine woodlands, including public parks that border Monroeville's 9-mile stretch of the Turnpike and Interstate 376. If you read up on the 2.5 years Interstate's maneuvering, it's hard not to conclude that some kind of political fix is in. Interstate's Chief Executive Officer Drew Katz sat on the executive committee of Governor Ed Rendell's transition team. His father, Luz Katz, is one of Mr. Rendell's biggest fundraisers. Within the weeks of Interstate's overture in Monroeville, Duquesne Light requested that its conservancy lands be rezoned industrial so it could lease them to Interstate. After hearings and plenty of study, the zoning board said no. The municipal council overrode the board and voted yes, with no public discussion. A lack of honesty and transparency has characterized the municipal council's every step in this process. The zoning hearing board and the planning commission have repeatedly denied Interstate's request for egregious exceptions to local ordinances, only to have council ignore these legitimate government bodies, define its own beautification programs, and greet residents' outrage with silence. 1 year into the conflict, however, a couple of council members were careless enough to reveal what was going on behind the scenes. Councilman Clarence Ramsey told the Post-Gazette, "We're well coached up here," referring to the municipal administration. "It's our typical management system telling us what's good and what's not good." Apparently, Monroeville's permanent bureaucracy doesn't wield the same power over the renegade zoning and planning people. 2 councilmen admitted they attended private meetings on the interstate matter. When asked who the billboard advocates were, one said, "A lot of people don't want it to be known who they are. Although conventional wisdom in such cases is follow the money, so far the amounts involved are paltry, except those the interstate would earn. Lately, critics have started keeping track of Harrisburg grants to local entities, looking for any pattern or uptick. Last week, just days ahead of the rescheduled vote, the Monroeville Area Chamber of Commerce announced its support of Interstate's plan. But in fact, a bargain had been struck months ago. A contract between the Chamber and Interstate providing concessions to local businesses was touted at a February planning meeting. Interestingly, the minutes for this and other relevant meetings weren't available on the municipal website. Tom Henningsen, a Billboard opponent and former Westinghouse researcher, says he was denied a copy of that contract until a few days ago, and when it was sent to reporters. He considers Interstate's financial concessions meager at best. They're available only to chamber members, most extend for only 3 or 4 years, and they decrease precipitously if Interstate doesn't get all the billboards at once. Almost done. Of all 18 members of the Chamber's board, of all directors who voted on the issue, only 3 served on the committee that worked with Interstate, amidst president at the time, Chad Ammon. And plenty of the Chamber's nearby 700 members are based outside of Monroeville. Yet the Chamber professed empathy for billboards' opponents, belittles them as a small but passionate group of residents. Adam Lynch vehemently disagreed with the Chamber's put-down. We packed that council room with well over 100 people, said the retired local TV news anchor who lived in Monroeville. Many more people were watching the monitor in the hallway and standing outside because they couldn't even get into the building. Numbers aside, one group is clearly more representative of the citizenry and carries more constitutional weight. Its wishes are being ignored. The state's constitution says the people have a right not only to fair representation, but also to clean air, pure water, and to preservation of the natural, scenic, historic, and aesthetic values of the environment. Monroeville's portion of the highway landscape is a public trust. What some of its leaders propose to do with this land is almost as ugly as they're going about it. I'm going to give you a copy of this,
And that was 5 minutes. Good
and
job.
I'm just getting warmed up.
No,
for the
that's
next
5
meeting.
minutes. And if you could, Ms. Woodall, so clarify once again, that what year was that article?
I'll give it to you.
2007.
June 11, 2007.
2007.
Yeah.
Okay, and just for the record, this is 2023, and if there's no one that's on council that are sitting up here that was on council at that time. But we do have, this item is tabled as per the request of the applicant, and that's what we typically do when applicants request tabling. And it'll be back on the agenda for November.
Did you?
Where he lives.
No, it'll be in front of council.
Council.
There's 2 different zoning,
Okay.
there's 2 different billboards that are going on right now. There's the ones on Old William Penn, and then this is the one on 22. The
Okay.
ones on Old William Penn are before the zoning hearing board, and this one that we have right here is on 22.
22.
Okay. All right.
There's
There are people interested.
And,
Didn't know anything about it.
I'm aware.
And, yes, and council.
I'm very aware of that.
Yes, and with any upcoming legislation, it's advised the council doesn't comment on anything. However, I think it's in the best interest of the municipality to follow through and not take action on these items until we actually have a public hearing. That's what's proper. And to give any applicant for any type of request, give them their chance to state their case for the municipality. Not that I disagree with any of the comments that are being made or agree with them, but we definitely want to follow all the order of things. But I'll leave the floor open for any municipal item.
Good evening. My name is Tony Walker. I live in District 4. I just have a comment about an observation I made tonight. I noticed that the planning board made a recommendation to approve the applicant requesting the site plan approval. and council was fine.
For the bank.
For the bank.
Okay, and council approved. But also, the planning board recommended denial of the application for the requesting conditional use approval to install a bulletin board, and the council said nothing. Thank you.
I believe the mayor just
tabled. Yeah,
explained
That's exactly what I just explained.
we were
It's
going to go through a public hearing first.
That item is tabled, and it is, the proper thing is to have a public hearing and to allow any applicant their time to present their case to the municipality. I'll leave the floor open for any municipal item. Hearing none. Closing the comment period. And I'll just start real quick that this is October, so we are thinking about trick-or-treating already. Halloween is at the end of the month, on 31st. Trick-or-treating will be on Halloween night, Tuesday, October 31st, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then we'll go over to the rest of our council members here. Mr. Hizzy.
Only one thing, be careful out there with the kids trick or treating, and Paul, get better, we're missing Paul 3. That's all I have.
Mr. Poach.
Yeah, all the best to Tim in his recovery, Paul as well. Good to see Mr. Wolfram back. Thank you. Good luck to you as well, my friend. And that's all for now. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Stevenson.
Couldn't have said any better than that.
Very good. Mr. Wolfram.
Well, I'd like to acknowledge him, saying welcome back. It's been a trial and error for me for this past summer. Anybody who knows me, I normally don't put out personal things out there, but I am happy and elated to say something. I've been battling cancer for the past couple of years and things like that, and as of last Friday, I actually was told by my doctor I am cancer-free. So for all those people out there who supported me, I thank you. All right. And thank you, everybody. So that's all I have.
And ran a campaign.
Great, Steve. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Fantastic news.
Yeah, congratulations.
Mr. Adams.
Yes, I'd like to send my best wishes to Paul Estock, speedy recovery, and I just found out tonight that a classmate and coworker that passed, Maureen Durkin, I'd like to give my condolences to the Durkin family.
Mr. Williams.
Last Tuesday, I mentioned Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Appreciate your tie. I looked for a pink tie, and I couldn't even find one. But that doesn't mean we're not concerned about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Our women need to go get their mammograms early, self-examination. Unsure of anything, go see your doctor. It's a nasty disease. I have a sister-in-law fought it for 13 years and lost a battle because she didn't take care of things when she could have. So it's a real concern. Happy Halloween. Be safe. Watch out for the kids. You know, one night a week, ask you just to slow down, stay off of the cell phones, and pay attention. My condolences go out to Paul Estock through his surgery. It went well. Thankful for that. And Tim Little could be back soon, and look forward to serving with both these men. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. Mr. Biondo.
First, congratulations, Steve.
Thank you.
And get well, Paul. I actually got a bunch of stuff here tonight. So, Jared, can you get the Lion King ready? The summer theater camp was a partnership between Municipality of Monroeville and the school district. Jared has about a 1-minute video clip that I'd like to show here.
We are doing Lion King Kids here. These kids have a tall task, and I think they're up for it.
I just thought this would be a great thing to move forward with theater in mind.
I think this show is going to be so amazing. You guys are seriously all so talented. We're going to be singing, we're going to be dancing, we're going to be flipping, we're going to be doing all that stuff. It's going to be so much fun.
I'm very pleased with how well the kids are doing, and they're learning all things about theater, which is the goal of the whole camp.
They feel like 17 best friends right now, and it's really, really cool.
I made a lot of new friends. I'm having a lot of fun making a lot of new friends. I loved when I got to see my costume.
It was fantastic. It was surreal to see all the hard work that each and every one of us put in and just watch it come to life on stage. I hope they remember this for the rest of their lives.
Thanks.
Great.
Danielle Cole wanted to be here to give a little presentation. I told her I'd show the video for, I think that's a really nice thing that we did this summer in partnership with Monroeville or in partnership with the school district, and hopefully there's more of that to come. Next, the Trail is Treats, which is the Halloween event at the parks, will be on October 28th from 4 to 7. The trick-or-treating part, I believe, will start at the Peace Pole. There's also a costume contest and a Halloween story time after trick-or-treating at the amphitheater. And probably the most fun thing we have coming up here is the election. It's a municipal election year this year. The first round of mail-in ballots went out today. So if you previously applied for a mail-in ballot, you should be getting it probably in the next couple days, maybe a week or so. This is actually a very important election, even though, this is one of the ones you don't see. We have county executive, district attorney, a number of judges that myself and Mr. Ratcher here happen to see all the time. These are the people that you'll meet and you'll see on a regular basis. Those are the ones you're voting for today, including council people. A couple of us are on the ballot here, not myself. But one other thing you'll see on the ballot is a ballot question. I'm sure the mayor will get to that, but I'll steal a little bit of his thunder here.
Yeah, go for it.
As everybody knows, Tim is retiring. Tim Little is retiring at the end of the year. We are looking at hiring a new manager. One of the things that we're doing in an attempt to do that is we're asking to change the home rule charter to basically get rid of the residency requirement and have more experience, require more experience for that position. We're trying to get the best, most qualified person in to serve as manager. Tim's done a great job, and we'd like to continue that. So we're asking that you vote yes on the ballot question. That's all I have.
Great. Thank you, Ms. Biondo. And yes, we'll keep talking about the ballot question. So it's going to be the proposed Home Rule Charter Amendment Special Election Question. It's going to read, shall Article 7, Section 701, titled Municipal Manager of the Municipality of the Monroeville Home Rule Charter be amended by increasing the management experience required, modifying qualifications required, and removing the residency requirement for individuals hired into the position of municipal manager. And once again, we're all encouraging residents to vote yes on that question, please. Once again, any questions or concerns about that, reach out to your council person or my office to get more information. But those mail-in ballots are going out, and then it'll certainly be in front of you in November. As everyone else said here this evening, Steve, welcome back and great news. Thanks for sharing, and we're happy to have you back. And speedy recovery to Paul Estock and Tim Little. Condolences to the Durkin family. That's terrible, terrible news. To the, as Mr. Sedlak mentioned earlier, all the staff, all the department heads, everyone involved in putting the budget together. Mr. Sedlak, great job. And for filling in for Tim over the the past few weeks here. And he's pointing at Josie, but it's a team approach, right? It's a big team approach. But it does take a lot of people to put out this document. We'll be talking about it for several months here, and hopefully get it all buttoned up by the end of the year here in December. But no, just great job. And I think that's enough. We do have trick-or-treating on the 31st, 6 to 8. And with that, I'd like to seek a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? This meeting is adjourned. Thank you and good night.